Hi there, everybody. Welcome to this week's live landing page reviews presented by your friends here at Kickoff Labs. My name is Izzy Palmerin, marketing expert, launch expert here at Kickoff Labs. Thank you very much again for joining us. Joining me today is our conversion designer, Lauralee Flores. Say hi, Lauralee.
Hey, everybody.
Muted, no problem. Hi, Lauralee. So, Lauralee, if you could do me a huge favor and tell everybody in the chat that we are live now, and to go ahead and press play, reload the page. We're going to give everybody a couple minutes to actually, jump into the video, jump into the chat, sign into the chat. Feel free to ask us questions along the way. This webinar is specifically for you guys. So if you did submit a page, please be sure to share that within the chat. And like I said, just go ahead and put any kind of questions that you have regarding your business, your own business goals, your marketing goals, or maybe you have some questions about Kickoff Labs as an application, how you can integrate what you could do. But this is pretty much all about you guys. We are going to be doing our landing page reviews, which we love doing. We love helping our customers succeed. So without further ado, I just want to make sure that everybody press play. I'll wait probably another minute or so. It's 1:02. Let's go ahead and get started at like 1:03. So going to give people about another minute. Jump into the video. Jump into the chat. Do what you need to do. Grab yourself a nice little coffee, sit back, relax, and get some awesome advice. So I'm already seeing that. So far, we have Caspi that submitted a page, Rich, Nutraviv, it's Dimitri. Hey, Dimitri. We have William, and we have Sammy here with us so far, along with a few other Lucky Loos, which is totally fine. I'm glad to have you guys with us. Feel free, and if you have some pages that you want us to review, let us know. So we have some great pages that we can already start jumping into, about 103. Awesome. So I think it's about time to jump into the first page. And since Caspi was the one that actually spoke up first, he gets his page reviewed first. But what's your name? I don't think it's Caspi. Unless it is, it's pretty awesome. You actually bought your own domain name. But let's go ahead and jump into the actual page review. So everybody should be seeing my screen. I just want to go ahead and make sure, jumping in here. All righty. Let me go ahead and tell everybody in the chat that we are live. So let me go ahead and alrighty. Okay, so let's go ahead and I just wanted to make sure that everybody in our user chat was seeing that we're live now. I'll go ahead and press play. So let's go ahead and start with that first page, Caspi.com. So overall page, just jumping full force into the actual review now. So it looks like a really nice page. It actually looks like it's already a website that's been established, because this top bar here, like I see a nice logo, I see home, about, blog, careers. So it looks like it's pretty far along. I would actually even think that this is an existing business, not really an idea that you're trying to validate, rather something that already exists. You see the blog, about, careers. So let's run into the more customer love, less effort. Okay, I don't love the headline. I guess the fact that it's extremely vague and like kind of general too, like more customer love, less effort. I could make that kind of promise kind of like with any kind of product. I could use that headline for Kickoff Labs, and like people with love, you get more lead love or more subscriber love with less effort. But what is your company doing? How are you the kind of problems that people have? How are you going to be solving that problem? What kind of less effort? Like, what does less effort mean in this case? So I guess I'm just going to put, I'm sorry, I'm drawing on a little mouse pad here, but it's like, all right, more customer love, less effort. What is less effort? Like, less effort doing what? Less time spent doing what? That's what customers want to know. Be super, super specific. And more customer love, what kind of love? Like, yeah, customer love is great, but you know what I love better for my customers? money. I love them actually paying for my services or for my products. So yeah, I want customer love, but I'd love more customer ROI with less effort. So let's go ahead and jump into the actual subheadline here, which in my opinion, it looks kind of small. I'm sure our conversion rate designer Laura is going to have some great feedback for you on the page. And I'm not jumping to the actual design because there are several things that I would change. But the text looks kind of small, but let's read into it. Grow your customers by becoming a pro marketer and salesperson. Okay. Caspi uses the power of AI. You know what? This is huge right now. Power of AI. Alrighty. To give you actionable insights for your business communications. For beta. I might sign up for the beta, but let's go ahead and jump into it just a little bit. Like, okay, so AI, I guess, like, you're in a really good space. I don't know why, but marketers are going gaga over AI. There's a couple companies that I can't recall, like, off the top of my head. Maybe while Laura's actually reviewing the next page, I'll go ahead and do a little bit of research. But these guys are like, they're selling themselves as like AI for marketing, and they're being super specific. They're like, all right, well, there's like a company that's like, we're gonna help you generate a smart headline for your email using AI. See how specific that is? It's like generating a headline for your email campaigns using AI. I'm sure they're collecting all kinds of data, and they're selling that kind of data, because you can do that with AI. But see how specific they are, and they're being super specific. And Caspi, like, I can read into the name. Caspi means nothing. Like, I'm sorry if I'm being kind of harsh, but that's what people are gonna feel when they jump into this page. They're like, okay, well, what's it for me? If you're driving really like super highly targeted traffic to this page, all right, then it maybe is gonna convert well. But my advice: make this super obvious what your app does. I mean, I would imagine it's an app, what it does, and how it's going to solve their problem. Because still, I mean, talking about actionable insights from your business communications, still very vague. Well, I mean, what is it? I mean, what kind of insight is it? What kind of communication? Is it email? Is it phone calls? Is it video chat? There's a lot of ways that businesses communicate nowadays. And I'm not really seeing any kind of incentive on the page, which is going to be my next comment. It says sign up for beta, which it should say sign up for the beta. But what do people get out of signing up for the beta? What's in it for them? It says get me Caspi. I don't know why it says, like, you're trying to be clever with that. Get me Caspi. It sounds like Popeye or something. But like, that doesn't make any, like, it sounds clever, I guess, but to the customer coming to this page, it makes no sense to them. So make it 100% about the customer. Provide some kind of incentive. Tell them, if you sign up for the beta, you're gonna get the first month free, or you'll get 50% off for your first 3 months. I mean, think of a way that you can sell something to your customer that they'll feel that they're winning, but in reality, you're making a nice sale, and you're making a nice percentage of money from that sale. So let's go ahead and jump into the rest of the page. I don't love that little jump here. See what's going on. I'm sure Laura Lee might have some feedback on there. Welcome to Caspi. Okay, Caspi empowers photographers. What the? Laura Lee, help me with this page. Yeah, I was totally confused. Okay, Caspi empowers photographers to increase sales by up to 30%. Laura Lee, does it look, this top here, is it obvious that it's for photographers? Because they're talking about marketers and salespeople, right?
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised. I didn't realize that until you just read it right now. Because I was going to say, at first, from a design standpoint, it's very visually striking, and it's beautiful. And there are little things that I'm going to mention in just a minute that you can do to improve the design of this, especially the top part that we've been looking at so far. And now, like, knowing that this is for photographers, I understand better the use of that header image that you have. It's a beautiful image, so that makes more sense. But definitely in the header, it wasn't clear that the target audience is photographers. Cool. I'm still not quite sure how it benefits photographers.
Well, I mean, this is like super specific. It's saying Caspi empowers photographer. I really don't love that word empower, because it's too general too. But it says that it empowers photographers to increase sales by up to 30% through better customer engagement. That's kind of your headline there, or at least your sub headline. People love seeing numbers. These kind of numbers convert really well. So you're telling people convert your, increase sales by up to 30%. I wouldn't say up to, I would just say, increase your sales by 30%. Just tell them that, super simple. And yeah, boom. So this is telling you, analyze your interactive phone. Dude, this is all the information is here. I don't know why it's pushed down on the page. It should be up here, which honestly, I'm looking at the page as well. Most people probably aren't going to scroll because it looks like one of those full page pages, and there's nothing like, there's no little icon here that's like moving. It says, hey, scroll down or something. So most people might not even scroll down. They'll come to the page. They'll be, all right, this isn't for me. It's for marketers and salespeople. So yeah, that's pretty much my feedback. Let's see. Welcome to Kaspi. And also your headlines are super general too. Like you're mentioning the company name, Kaspi, why Kaspi, get me Kaspi. At this point, it's not important for your customers to really learn about your brand because they're not yet engaging with your actual brand. I mean, you'll have plenty of time to actually upsell your company name a little bit later on through emails and through newsletter interactions. But at this point, you should be using further, to what the service does. I might even use this like as your, like it's already here. Boom. Here's your headline. Kaspi not empowers, like Kaspi helps photographers increase sales by 30% through better customer engagement. And here's your sub headline. Kaspi analyzes your interactions on emails, blah, blah, blah. And we're probably getting to impress prospects and bedazzle because that's, I mean, obviously everybody wants to do that with customers, but that's your headline and your sub headline there. So don't use why Kaspi, use another more in-depth headline. These images, like these icons, they kind of don't make any sense to me, and especially photography. Photographers are very visually driven. So if you use strong photography images, it'll work. Oh, this is so awesome. You have this like little GIF here. This is super awesome. So I love this. Super cool. I don't like the headline getting started as a breeze. It's way too general. But instead of saying like, this is how you get started, I would actually use this section and say, this is what it looks like, because whether you like it or not, I mean, people are really driven. Consumers, photographers, professionals, businesses, whatever. They're really driven by the aesthetics of your actual application. If they like the way it looks, they're going to use it, or they're at least going to want to try to use it. So you're having just really great images. These are awesome. I love these GIFs. I don't know what Laura Lee might thumb. Hopefully you're using a design. Let's see what happens when I sign up.
Hey, real quick before you do that, Izzy, I just want to walk through some of the design stuff on this page. So starting at the top, actually, I'll share my screen.
Right, yeah. Awesome. Let's go and do that. So all right. So she should be presenting to everybody. We're actually not seeing anything right now. So one sec. Let's go ahead and let Laura. Awesome. So we're seeing your screen now.
Okay, great. So first thing is, if you notice, this is all centered on the screen here, and but this text here needs to also be centered. It feels off with it being left aligned like this. And at first I thought this was also centered, but it looks like this might be left aligned as well. So just make sure that this is centered. You do awesome with the visual spacing. You give a lot of white space here. Some white space nice up here in the nav bar. This is really good here as well. Really nice white space here. Really good and clean design here with the size of the font. This is really good. Keep that the same. I like what Izzy said about maybe showing. It looks like the app is really well designed. So show maybe a screenshot of when they might nurture. When they use this nurture and then this manage and this grow, maybe show it visually so they can see a little bit better. Really good use of the white space here, and all the way down here. One other thing that I want to point out is, let me refresh this. I want to show you something that's little, but that sometimes people don't actually notice, but they'll feel it. They won't exactly know what's off, but they're going to feel what's different here. So if you notice on this button, there's a slight rounding to the edge, like 2 to 3 pixels. But then the input field is a square. There's no rounding. So just round that a little bit, the same as whatever you have for your button. which is probably 2 to 3 pixels. I could look in just a second to see. But the other thing is the height of the button here is a little bit taller than the height of the input field. Just make sure they're both the same, just so visually they're straight across. So just a few little details up here, center this, make sure these are the same as far as the border radius and then the height of that. And then otherwise, this page is really beautiful and really well done. Okay, Izzy, you can go ahead and sign up now.
All right, so let's go ahead and sign up on the page. It's my email address if everybody wants to email me directly. So get me Caspi. Why do I feel like Popeye saying that? So funny.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, and actually another thing.
Yeah, that should
hover, exactly. Yeah,
that shouldn't go to black. That should maybe be a darker or lighter version of the red, but you really shouldn't change color on the hover button like that. And if you decide to go darker,
totally
you should
All right,
be
so let's go
consistent
ahead
throughout your site and stay all of them, all hover links go slightly darker, or if you decide to go lighter, make them all consistently lighter.
Oh my gosh, just see what happened. Well, I signed up on the page, get me Caspi, and it's just a simple thanks for signing up, and like that little processing. I'm pretty sure that like you saw it was like little things that said processing. Thanks for signing up. We will keep you posted. It's an extremely basic thanks. If you plan on using Kickoff Labs, obviously you're going to get a lot more viral boost from this. You're going to be able to share this page virally with other people. You'll get more referrals. And very honestly, I've seen a lot of, well, not a lot of photography apps. I've seen, let me just show you a quick example. All right, quick example for you. This is one of our customers. They're called Craft Camera. They're actually making, and they just launched their Kickstarter, I believe, a day ago, 2 days ago. 3 days ago, something like that. I mean, just take a look at their website. I highly recommend it because your site is really cool and it's focusing towards photographers. This one's focusing towards, it's a little bit different because it's an actual product, but it's focusing towards videographers basically. But the way they actually launched, like they had a really nice page and referrals worked extremely well for them. I can't give away their actual their lead number, but they got, it's in the thousands, and it's really nice to actually see that. And especially with your niche, like you have to make it 100% about your niche. Photographers are very special people. They love their products. They will invest in products and services that will help them, especially professionals. So yeah, there's a lot that you can actually leverage. So this is like this message feels like just like a WordPress installation. Like I get no personal satisfaction out of it. Like as a customer, it just says, thanks for signing up. We will keep you posted. There's no free download attached. Maybe you can offer the 5 top free tips, getting the most from your photography equipment, or I don't know, just something that a customer feels that they're getting something in return for signing up. Okay, so that's pretty much my feedback. I'm pretty sure if you stick around for a little bit more of the webinar, you'll see a few thank you pages that you could potentially implement or integrate into your campaign. So let's go ahead and move on to the next page. Laura Lee, will you do us the favor of reviewing the next one?
Yep. All right.
Let's go ahead and keep screen sharing. I'll go ahead and switch over to you. Just go ahead and start screen sharing, and it'll go automatically to you. Awesome. So we're looking at Dress Like the Boss Lady You Are. Wait, is this one of the pages that we had in the chat?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Let's go ahead and
where's the chat?
watch. Let's go ahead and go.
Will you send me one?
Hold on. Yes, I'll go ahead and send you one right now. Why don't you go ahead and open up? There's a page called talesofmurder.com.
Tales of Murder.
So Tales of Murder. Oh,
Tales.
And you're gonna like this one because actually, I mean, yes, Tales of Murder. This is very much like a. Well, I would imagine it's like a designer.
Okay. Okay.
Like
Great.
a niche, kitsch, I guess, like a kitsch kind of page. So let's go ahead.
Okay. So first off, it feels very different. We know it's a one page that it's all right here. I like this exit intent. Let's look at this exit intent for a second. Afraid you can't solve death by gas. I have no idea what this is for yet. Hint. Here's a hint. Who turned off the gas? I still am not quite sure what gas has to do with anything. Go ahead, sign up, read the story, just a couple minutes to read, and if you see if you can spot the clue. So I like that it's kind of fun, but I'm not sure what this is about. Okay, so I could type my email. Your email is locked away. Okay, great. So it's safe. Um, I like this, and it sounds fun and playful with this. See if you can spot the clue. And it seems silly, like this death by gas, but I have no idea what this is for. So let's look here. Hey, armchair detective, can you figure out whodunit in death by gas? So is this like some type of game that I would be buying? A brain teaser before clicking through to reveal the solution. So some type of crime game. No shame in admitting you're just a reader, but if you see, I don't know at all what this is. Is this a game, or is this like an online like module of some sort? I don't know what's being offered here. So looking at it from a design standpoint, I see that there's some sort of like heating element. Like, is that like an old school heating? Maybe, I don't know if that's gas, I'm not sure. And maybe that's how people die, and you're trying to figure it out.
It's like an old school furnace. Yeah, it's like an old school, like a heating element.
Yeah. Okay, so
I would say that like from the actual URL name, because it says like Tales of Murder, like you should kind of already know roughly what to expect. So it says like, so hey, armchair detective. I don't really know what that means. Maybe it's like people that like to read like old timey mystery books. Can you figure out who done it? I mean, this is like a classic who done it type of like book, I would imagine.
Is it a book?
I would think so. That's what it kind of like screams out to me. Like Tales of Murder. I mean, a tale is basically like, I basically think about any kind of story tale, or just.
Yeah. Okay. So it might be a book. It might be a game. Whatever it is, I think that that should be really clear here. I think that you get across the tone of that fun and silliness in it, and I like that. I like that you're consistent with some colors. You have this yellow. I don't love gradient, the gradient here on this
some kind of
button.
Story, basically.
Yeah, but you do good for you're doing a good job with like the design of like staying consistently within like this design theme here. Let's go ahead and check this out. Okay. So read carefully to spot the clue. Okay, so now I'm given a brain teaser here. Oh, this is fun. So you jump.
So I'm not sure. Okay, there you go.
So you jump right into saying, okay, I'm going to read this. Let's get the solution. Okay, that was pretty fun. I liked that. You like put people right into this. I'm still not positive if it's a book or if it's like an online like game that you go through and try to figure out who the murderer is, or the cause of death. The test, and then so first of all, this is centered. This also should be centered. It feels off with it aligned over here to the left. I like you completed your first assignment, so it gives me the notion that maybe this is an online game of some sort, and maybe I get emailed about different ones. So if I invite friends, let's see what I get. The man who I get a short story. Oh, so it looks like it's an online module, month premium subscription. So novella. Okay, so this is really good. It looks like you offer some really good incentives for people to share. This looks all really good to me. And it feels like from a design standpoint, you stay consistent from each of the pages, which I think is really good. I don't remember the color. There was a lot of yellow on the first page, and I don't see any of that pulled in. Maybe you could make that this here or something, but it looks pretty good. Is there anything, Izzy, that you would add to this, or any thoughts that you have about this?
Possibly not. I mean, I guess one thing that I might change, but I think it's actually kind of working for you, is like the actual red kind of stands out, and in the top section, I feel that that it kind of pushes down the rest of the page for some reason. Like you have the actual solution section, and then you have the congratulations section, and then finally you get to the actual reward section. So I don't know, like maybe thinking about a way just to like this actual campaign using email as like part of it is like, all right, so instead of like jumping from page to page to page, it's like, well, okay, so next step is you know, check out who done it and figure and find out in your email. So I don't know, just kind of like driving it along, not only through URLs, but also guiding people along through the email process as well.
I like that. That's a great idea. In fact, they could even combine these top two sections and just do a congratulations, you finished the first part, we've emailed you the results, or something, so that they
check your email. Exactly.
So that then it's not shown here necessarily, and then you can combine these two, simplify a little bit so they can get right into seeing this share option. So it's not pushed quite so far down.
Yeah, because I mean, you do really want to focus on getting people to share with friends and not have it under the page, because there's a lot of great content there. It says use your unique identifier code to recruit other detectives and earn higher credentials. Well, okay. I mean, I would just simplify it. Just like share with friends. Don't worry about like recruit other detectives and earn higher credentials. Just keep it really simple, because that seems like an awful lot of text that a lot of people might not read. So just say share with friends, earn free subscription or something like that. So yeah, other than that, it looks like a pretty good page for a special dossier. See, so they are telling them like check your email, watch your inbox for your special dossier. So use that as part of a way to like engage your actual audience and tell them, all right, well, get the answer in your email. And what will happen is that they will actually look for your email and Gmail. I mean, a lot of people use Gmail or like Outlook. What it'll do, it'll like process the fact that they opened your email, and it'll say, oh, okay, so this person likes emails from this person. I'll make sure that they get in front of them. So using email is super important, and making sure that people like actually open your emails, because otherwise it's going to bring down your delivery rate in all of your campaigns. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next page. Well, actually, not sure if you had any additional feedback.
No, let's go ahead and move on.
Awesome. So let's do, I think this is Dimitri's page. Let's see whose it was. Yep. So Dimitri, we're doing your page from NutriVif. So next page we'll probably do Arcido /Kickstarter. Okay, just so you're ready with the next page, Laura Lee.
Thank you.
Clean Flat Hero. VIF. I don't know what this means. All right, VIF is meaningless to me at this point. Preventing hangovers, restoring health, retaining productivity after alcohol indulgence. I think that that I may need this every. Okay. But let's go ahead and read into the page. But like, what the heck does this logo mean? VIF. It even sounds kind of funny for some reason. I would love to see possibly like what the product is. Is it a pill? Is it a little drink? Maybe you're kind of like scoping out whether interested in this. Maybe this doesn't exist yet, but okay, so let's say you don't have like a product shot, an actual product shot. Just grab like a fake one. I mean, it doesn't have to be like a super specific one for your images when you're testing out waters, basically. But just use, I don't know, like people playing sports in the background, like, oh, like, all right, well, I could drink, and the day after I could still go play basketball with my friends, or you know, or people at a bar, like just some kind of background image would really help this, like, give more context to your page, and not using a logo. Like in most cases, I like the way logos work, like on the page. But for some reason, this logo looks too fancy. Like it looks like a super fan. It looks like a diamond, like a diamond store kind of logo in a way.
It's also really
that
big.
was my initial thought. So it's huge. Yeah, that's actually was going to be my next comment. Actually, let me show you what will happen if you just get rid of it. Boom, gone. So, and then ooh, what happens now? Oh, preventing hangovers, restoring health, and I can earn points. Cool. So this might interest me a little bit more than you do have the product. Throw in a product shot up here. So I see what you're doing. You're actually, I'm very positive that you've seen our customer, which is the PB Go guys, the peanut butter guys, which are doing something very similar, which is showing the rewards on the sign-up page, which I personally like it as a strategy. So you've done your research. Awesome. Throw those images up there. This logo looks cool. That's fine. but for some reason it doesn't work well at the very top. Like for people coming to this page, that logo means nothing. Once they actually start taking it, like putting it into their body, then their logo will grow on them, and they'll be like, okay, well, I know what VIF is, and I know what it's supposed to do, so that's totally fine with me. So VIF Lite, oh, this is super awesome. I'm seriously gonna sign up for this. FDA approved. You've got all the good stuff. Like you've got a good, not approved, but still. But I mean, like still, like you have a lot of information. The actual design of the page, it looks pretty, like a pretty clean design. A lot of space. For some reason, I don't love this. Like I don't like these check marks, because it's actually making the ingredients commonly found, like these lower sections, be under the check mark. And from a design standpoint, it looks kind of weird. I would just exclude the actual check marks. Like there's no reason for that, in my opinion. Because, well, I mean, let's say, yeah, I mean, I guess in a way you kind of do them because they're the steps. But see how this kind of feels off, like you're breaking it. It's like earn free products for friends, and then it breaks into a completely new paragraph. Who sign up through your link? Just keep it all like, maybe just put like a simple number before it or something like 1, 2, or just like a little dot, something like a little asterisk, just like something that'll make it look like a check mark, but it's not going to function the same way because it's going to just look a little bit off. So. Or invite friends and earn products. It looks like a very simple page too. The sign up now, I would A/B test the button and okay, well, first off, A/B test removing your logo. I don't know what your conversion rate looks like. If it's over 20%, 25%, I'd be surprised. But you can improve it by removing that logo and focusing more on the actual headline. So it's preventing hangovers, restoring health, telling people what it is, maybe using, like I said, a background image, where it's like, okay, just like showing people, like I said, active people or people having a good night out. And A/B tested the sign up button text too. It says sign up now. It could work. I might use like start getting less hangovers or get or like feel better the morning after, or I don't know, something like that. Just something that's more focused towards the benefit that they're actually receiving from using your product. Okay, so Laura-Lee, any feedback before I go ahead and sign up on the page?
No, go ahead.
Alrighty, let's go ahead. Oh, sometimes my little tool gets stuck here, so I need to reload the page real quick. Sorry about that. Alrighty, see how bad that looks? Like, I'm sorry. Sorry if I'm harsh, but
so
yeah.
big.
Like, I'm just telling the actual customer, I was really sorry, but we're doing this for your own good, just like your mama used to say. We're doing this for your own good. Take the medicine. Take the medicine. All right. Izzy at Kickoff Lab. Let's see what happens. I'm expecting to see. Yep. Yeah. Like this logo doesn't need to be there. Just use the same background image for both the sign up page and the thank you page, just so it feels very consistent. And yeah, it looks like it's pretty straightforward. I hope you're using email to actually like use our viral incentive emails to keep track of people and to send progress along to people. So like once they do actually reach those 5 referrals, make sure that you're signed up for a business plan so you have access to the viral incentive emails, and you could send people an email exactly when they reach those referral goals. And it's really going to help drive the conversion rate of your campaign. Just to give you an idea how well that's going to work, using incentive emails and using influencer emails, it's not rare to see like 80-90% of people that are signing up on that campaign are coming through referral links. Okay, so it's extremely important to like focus on the referrals, and it's one of the like more important aspects, like one of the most powerful aspects of Kickoff Labs. So make sure that you do leverage that. Okay, pretty straightforward. Thanks for signing up. Invite friends and earn products. It's a really simple page. Oh, next bit of advice: make sure you use your own custom domain. Okay, and you change the actual names in the settings tab. So from the page designer, go to the left-hand side settings tab and change the page name for both your sign up page and your thank you page. Because right now it says viral competition thanks. And I would imagine this one just says clean flat hero. So make sure that you're using your own custom domain and your own personalized text there. So great. So I believe Laura-Lee has our next page ready.
Sure do.
So we should be looking at Arcedo Kickstarter.
You see it?
Yep.
Okay, great. Okay, so the Arcedo bag designed for smarter carry-on travel. I really like immediately I see with this image here, I know that it's a backpack. I know it's meant for when I go, when I fly, for carry-on travel. It's really nice. I don't think that this extra line of text is necessary, or maybe this one you can remove, but simplifying a little bit just down to one line, just sharing the benefit to say, get a discount, sign up today and get a discount. And then that will be a little bit more simple. This up here, this headline is really, it's really heavy. And then there's no space in between them. And I'm not sure why the smarter is all on one line, or why you don't just let it loop to just be 2 lines. Maybe you're trying to focus on the carry-on travel, but if that was the case, maybe what you could do is only make like carry-on travel, smarter carry-on travel bold, and then make the rest of it not quite so heavy, and then add a little bit of space in between these lines here so that like the line height is just a little bit taller. And if you need help with that, you can just let us know if this is one of the Kickoff Labs templates. I love how you show the product here, so we immediately know what it looks like from all angles, which is awesome. And then we see someone using it, a really good use of that. Coming soon to Kickstarter, so we know it's not even going to be there yet. If and one thing that Josh always says that I really like is that if you're going to do this, it's not even coming soon. Make sure to nurture that. If I put in my email address today, make sure to keep nurturing, sending emails, keep us up to date. Okay, so continue on down the page. I love how you're showing different benefits, how it's organized travel. I like that. I'm probably not going to read this, so maybe trying to simplify that a little bit. It just feels like too much to read, and I'm visually pulled over here anyway. So maybe like if it was just like a line or two, I would be more prone to want to read it. But I just see this visually, I'm like, oh, okay, it's waterproof. I see this waterproof, and I see the image. So immediately I know I'm not going to read that as well. I love a laptop compartment. I see this. That's awesome. I love how you're visually showing it while telling the story going down. This is awesome. We got this document holder, and then you go through and show all these benefits. It's really awesome. One thing I would add is an additional call to action here. Once they've scrolled down, there's nothing left for them to do. So add one more section maybe with another call to action to sign up, that either brings them back up here or is an actual other input field for them to sign up down there at the bottom. Either way, that will work. Izzy, any other thoughts before I sign up?
Sorry, I was actually muted. No, actually, you pretty much nailed it. I think we've actually seen this page before, so yeah, go ahead and sign up. I'm curious as to what happens.
Okay. Okay, awesome. This is one of the Kickoff Labs thank you pages. Thanks for your interest. We'll keep you updated. Share a page and earn rewards. Simple. You kept it really simple, which is good. And maybe instead of having this here, or maybe even like simplifying this somehow, maybe share a page and earn rewards, and then have this right below it, like as a subtitle. Remove this, and maybe change this. Say thanks. Earn reward. I don't know what you can name this, but like maybe combining these two, saying thanks for your interest, share and earn rewards, and then with this showing how both your friends and you earn rewards there. And I love how you keep it simple here. This looks really good, and really good benefits. And you kept it really simple as much as possible to try to, I don't think people are going to want to read all this, so there's a lot going on. You want them to share, and so focus on that. By seeing this here, that will be the incentive to want to share. So this extra line feels like a lot of extra, it's just extra reading that doesn't need to be there. So combine these two, add this one right below it, and then you've got all these share options with the share link here. So it looks awesome. This looks like a really good campaign. I think that just a few little things to tighten it up, and I think it's really awesome. Izzy, any thoughts about this page?
Yes, I do. Okay, so I'm just wondering why the referral level is so high, like 10, 20, 50. Why are you not offering a reward to people who share with 3 friends, with like 5 friends? I mean, yes, I can get 10 friends to actually sign up, but you know what's easier than getting 10 friends? Getting 5 friends to actually sign up and getting, I don't know, like a 10% discount, 15% discount. It looks like you are collecting emails for your pre-launch list. So give those people some kind of incentive. I mean, just for bringing those 3 additional people, hey, that's 3 extra people, you know, that are signing up on your campaign. So make sure that you have that viral loop built in, and that it's attainable. Make sure that people feel it attainable, because coming here and I'm seeing three reward levels, like, well, 10 friends, I could probably do 50 friends. Dang, it's gonna take a lot of work. But you know, if all the levels felt more attainable, I think you'll get more results from your campaign. So cool. Hopefully that was some good advice for you. We're gonna go ahead and move on to, I believe it was Sammy's page. So Sammy, we're gonna be reviewing Secret Dinner Club, and I know that it's in German. So let's go ahead and quickly look at the German. Okay, tell you what we're gonna do. We'll look at the design in just a little bit. So first, we're going to look at kind of like the copy of the page. So I did translate it through Google. So it's going to be badly translated, but somewhat readable. So let's see if it kind of applies. So log in, last chance. Okay, so last chance for you to sign up, I would imagine. We'd love to have you as a secret dinner member. Okay, email address, register for free. Okay, I mean, looks pretty straightforward. We promise you only with relevant up in that hover. That's actually coming through Google. Okay, that's not okay. So since I translated this page, we promise you only with relevant information about our secret dinner event. That's cool. I mean, like making it feel exclusive. I think that's really important, especially with the domain name is called Secret Dinner Club. So making it feel like super exclusive. Let me see. So find out what is possible. Something like that. That's kind of like distracting to me. Is the background, like it goes from, like you saw the previous, it was like a dark color, and then this is kind of like, well, actually the previous one was a light one. This is like a medium tone, and then you'll see this is another like a medium tone color. And let's see the last one. This is the one that really feels weird. That one, for some reason, this is my favorite image because this feels more exclusive. This is like a small little event catered to, you know, to feel hip people. And this image is like, well, you know, I don't want to hang out with old folks. I want to hang out with like hip people. So I mean, just make this page 100% about who it's about. I don't care seeing the chef, because that chef is meaningless to me. What if I don't know who the chef is? I have no idea about the chef world. I don't know who's famous. So don't put a chef, like a chef there. Don't put a plate there, because what's going to happen is like you have a big cut of meat. What if people, you know, what if people are vegetarians? What if one day in your secret dinner club you're gonna have like a vegan specialty meal? So don't, like, unless you're purposely filtering people, it's like, all right, so I don't want people that don't eat meat, and I only want people that know chefs. Then good. Then this page is actually well made. But if not, like, use your page to kind of like say, all right, this is for you. This is, you know, this is what you'll get. This is what it looks like. This is kind of people that you'll hire. So let's go ahead and see our crazy places, aspiring chefs, and cool people. Your thing. See, so yeah, about being hip. I like this image. This one works the best in my opinion because you can read the text. Each of our events there with a cook, location. So it's like a special chef that shows up, how it works. For some reason, I don't like how it works, and it feels weird. Like the page feels a little bit off because most of my attention is going towards the right side where the form is. But the copy starts off on the left side, like, and everything's pushed really far left. Like it starts really. I might consider just centering everything. Keep the header section as it is, but center your headline. Center everything basically. And how it works, yeah, I mean, I can kind of guess how it works. I mean, I register and then I'll get an email from you guys. So and then I'll have to buy a ticket, and it's exactly what's happening. Register, get an invite, buy your ticket. So it's like for some reason it's pointless to have this on the page. I would just discard this completely. People will know how it works, and you'll have plenty of time to explain how it works via email. So yes, don't do that. This is using like register info, basically like visually showing this is how it works. It's meaningless. So yeah, remove that from the page. Keep it super simple. Let me see what else you're asking for. First name, email, Munich. What like? Because it said it is like Munich, right? Why are you having people? Oh, it's a drop down. That's what it is. So I see what you're doing. But there's only one one location. Like there's no reason to have this form field here. If it was a secret club, which is all over Germany, so you have Frankfurt, you have Munich, and you have all these other cities, then I would use that drop down. But if there's no reason to have a drop down, like there's only one selection they can have, pointless. You might be saying, well, it's just that I need this information for CRM because the fact that they're signing up for the Munich page. Well, you know what? You can actually send our support team an email. So it's support@kickofflabs.com, and we can add in what's called a hidden field. So you will be able to put like that they're coming from Munich, but the customers aren't going to see it, and it's not going to feel as overwhelming. And at first, I kind of didn't know what it meant. It was like, well, I know what Munich is, but I just don't know what it's doing there. So that'll look a lot better. First name, email, simple. Yeah, let's go ahead and look at that. Well, actually, I didn't exit intent. Well, I think yeah, go ahead.
I almost feel like this page could really be like one, like it doesn't need, because it really doesn't need that how it works section. And the text below is kind of like what could be really on the main part, like the headline. And so it almost feels like this page could be like one of those one-page designs that we have. Like we have 3 that are really good, like a video background one. There's one that's just like a full screen background image. And then there's one that's called So Neat that also is just a one-page. Like you might want to experiment with a different landing page design. I think might work better for this page. And then it would be all focused on, here's the benefit, and then here's the sign up. And so there's no need to scroll. It's all on one page. I think that you might find that might work better for this.
Cool. And actually, they mentioned in the chat, I think Sammy mentioned in the chat that the first image is the one that actually converts best for them. So I would imagine it's like the older people. So not that one. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Next one coming up. So yeah, so like that group of people, that's the one that's best converting. What does that tell you? Well, okay, first off, I might darken it to read, but that tells you that those are the people that are looking for those kind of events. What you just did, you just validated that that it's not cool hip people, like young people that are looking for this kind of service. It's like people that relate to them, like people that see the image and say, oh, that's me. Those look like people that I hang out with. So you might as well just like have just discovered what your true segment is. So yes, take that and run with it. We have only a few minutes. This last page, I believe, was Fervor. And we're going to go ahead and have Laura Lee review it for us. Since it's a nice woman on the page, we're going to go ahead. We'll get some woman feedback. It's Fervor Fashion. I believe it was the first.
Oh, yeah. That.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, let me share my screen here.
So you're going to get some awesome feedback hopefully from like your Marcus.
Yeah. Okay, so I looked at this just right before, and I love what you're offering here. This is really cool. So first of all, the first thing that I noticed is, again, this here is centered, but this is left aligned. It's just a really simple change. Just center this text, all of it. It should be centered, aligned. So there's like this line down the middle. I mean, we've got this is centered. This all text should be centered, and then this as well. I love you make it really clear what you're offering. I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but I know it's tailored, and I know that there are a lot of things like this that offer personalized clothing for people that they can pick their style, which is really awesome. And I love that it's targeted for business, women professionals. I like your titles, boss lady, dressed to slay. It kind of like these kind of correspond with these, the clothes that are here. This is a bit of text that I probably won't read because it's just a little bit too much. And especially this right here, it's so small. I know it looks like it's just a reference, but I'm not going to read that. This is much more like I might read this because it's only a couple lines. It feels much more doable. But really well done. I like that you've added an additional call to action down here at the bottom. I like you kind of walk through what the steps are. We're going to create a profile. You get to personalize your designs, and then you get to receive, so this model is pretty clear with like Trunk Club and other things for women, that we know kind of like what it is you're offering. But I like that you're very specific about who you're offering. And then this image really kind of cements that in, that it's clear that it's for women. For the sign up here, I don't know, like, so every additional field that you add reduces the chance that someone's going to sign up. And I don't know how necessary the first and last name is. If you can remove one or both of those, do that. Maybe just stick with the first name, or just do a full name. And then let's see what this persona is. Boss lady dressed to slay, classique. And again, like, I'm not sure. I'm not exactly clear. For me, like, if I were to sign up right now, I don't know which one I would fit in, and so maybe maybe even just skip this right now and let that happen afterwards. Like as you say, first you create a profile, and maybe that's part of the profile. But like, make it really easy for them to sign up. And the easier you can make it, the better the people will convert. Izzy, any thoughts?
Well, I mean, pretty much, yeah. Just like removing the first name, last name, just put name. So you're gonna get people that are putting either only their first name or their first and last name. So, and yeah, get rid of that pick persona, because you're actually they're gonna think to themselves, well, I don't know what I am, because you know what boss lady means and
Right.
what classique means. Like, you as a business are 100% aware of what that is, but customers going to this page are not going to know them. Throughout like several emails, like, and actually this could be a great way for you to engage with customers later on. Is just sending like generalized emails and telling people, okay, well, how would you, out of these three, right now it's kind of limited. I mean, you only have one image for each. So maybe follow up with an email and say like, all right, well, these are some more images of these actual looks. How would you classify yourself? And you actually do that like with the landing page too. So you could do like a simple survey using a Kickoff Labs landing page where you're driving to know the address, and you could use something called instant sign up. If you have any questions, well, actually instant sign up, what it'll let you do, let's say I've already collected a customer's email, their email and their information. Basically, there's like a small little bit of code that I would place on links, and it would automatically sign that person up. To say I open up a new landing page, it'll automatically sign them up to that new landing page. So yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of ways that you can keep engaging with your customer and have them choose, but later on, after they get more context about your business.
Yeah.
So alrighty. Yeah, go ahead. Oh,
No,
yeah,
go ahead.
we're looking at the thank you page. So yeah, great.
Yeah, thank you page. So once you sign up, I like how you've kept it simple. You haven't added a lot here, and we see that there's some additional discounts, and they're pretty small discounts, 5% for 5 friends. I don't know how enticing that is going to be for people. Like, for me, I think, it's a lot of work to get people to sign up, to share with them. And if I'm only going to get 5%, that doesn't seem very enticing to me. And then 15 people, only 15%. It seems like it's a lot of work for just a tiny bit back. And I noticed that this is the default. And it might work well for you, but you might want to test, change this in some way, customize it to you, to your brand. Izzy, any other thoughts?
Yep, I highly agree. I guess like looking at it from an e-commerce point of view too, yes, 5% for clothes, that is nothing. Look at the big retailers go to. Actually, I mean, I was going to visit a website which is like one of my bonobos, so BONOBOS, bonobos.com. Lorelei, why don't you go to that site real quick, just so you can see exactly what happens. So BONOBOS.
Bono.com?
Bonobos.
Oh no.
Actually, with B. I'm sorry, with B, not P. Bonobos. Yeah, Bonobos pants. So better fitting, better looking men's clothing. That's how they sell themselves. So let's go to their main site. Like, okay, I was gonna say go to their homepage because actually they have a great like a pop-up. It'll show you like e-commerce brands know like the actual importance. If you could head on to the homepage, that would be awesome. But like they know how important getting that first sale is. Look, well, I can't see the pop-up here, and you will see the actual pop-up. So when you first visit the actual page, like hitting the actual homepage, bonobos.com, you can see a big pop-up that says 50%, like 50% off your first order. They're not even asking for any shares. They're like flat out asking. So guess what? People have gotten used to that. People have gotten used to free shipping, free, 50% off the first order. So make sure that you do the same thing, because if not, you're going to fall behind with the e-commerce brands, and no one's going to buy from you because they're more used to like the newer customer experiences. So just be aware of that.
Yeah. So maybe upping.
Real quick, what I was going to do too. Yep, just upping them probably work a little bit better. And the background image too, like I'm not sure if you mentioned that, but it doesn't really work with the page. Like that doesn't tell me classic.
Oh, right.
Women's wear. Yeah, so that's pretty much my other 2 cents. And I believe, oh, actually, you know what? I just wanted to give a little bit more feedback on the actually on the Secret Dinner Club, because we didn't sign up. So I signed up on their campaign, and I just wanted to tell you, if you said that the first image is converting better for you, replace this one, because this is your last image. This is the one that's not converting best. So make sure to keep it consistent across the entire campaign. And looks as if we have about 3 minutes. Probably not too much time to review a whole bunch of pages. I invite you guys to join our next webinar. In 2 weeks, actually, we're going to be talking to, we don't have the sign-up page up yet, but you know, be ready in 2 weeks, Thursday at 11 a.m. I believe it's on May 5th. So we're going to be talking to one of our former customers, which is basically like how to fake it before you make it, using all those techniques, like those big e-commerce brands, what they do, like using all of those smart best practices, techniques, all the latest practices that these other big companies have spent thousands of dollars optimizing, A/B testing, using those kind of like proven techniques to basically fake it before you make it. So you're showing the customer like a very great site, a very great landing page, a great customer experience, a great sign-up experience. And what will happen, it'll spur customer trust, and you'll be able to sell to them later on. So we're going to show you in 2 weeks how to do that. Like I said, how to fake it before you make it. So hopefully you'll join us in. We'll be sending out an invite probably within the next week or so. So look out for that. And yeah, thanks so much again for joining us. Laura Lee, thank you very much for joining us. Let me go ahead and show you our page. I'm sure most of you guys are customers. Happy to have you guys always. In case you're not, Kickoff Labs lets you build. My internet's slow. Sorry about that. So Kickoff Labs lets you build smarter landing pages, opt-in forms, and we let you do smarter email marketing. All of this lets you grow your email list with these viral campaigns. So yes, make sure that you are using Kickoff Labs to its potential, using those referrals, using incentive. Make sure that on your landing pages there's some kind of incentive for people to sign up. It doesn't always have to be % off. Maybe that's what Fervor is kind of afraid of. Is like, well, my margins are already razor thin, so I don't want to give away more discount. No problem. You can do with Kickoff ebook, like I mentioned, like the 5 top free tips, and this doesn't have to be stuff that you create on your own. You know, you can actually just curate content, which is what a lot of our customers do. Like they'll grab some and they'll just send over an email to their customers saying, hey, you know what, I thought you might be interested in this stuff. And yeah, so make sure that you are engaging with your list. Make sure that you're using Kickoff Labs to grow that list. We'd really appreciate it. And if you have any feedback for us, if you have any questions, you can always email support@kickofflabs.com. Or to stick out with this entire time, you can please. So Laura Lee is lauralee@kickofflabs.com. You can email her with any kind of conversion advice, conversion questions, kind of general marketing questions. Go ahead and send an email over to Izzy. That's me, Izzy, IZZY, Izzy@kickofflabs.com. So thanks again for joining us. Everybody have a great afternoon. Why don't you say bye, Laura Lee? Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, have a good one.